model. So the account structure and some kind of BTP related discussion we discussed, right? So today we'll go more about the account model terminology. So what does it mean by the in account model? So how we will get the accounts, how to get the accounts for our users. So how to register, how to get the BTP trial accounts. So all those things today we'll discuss. So before we go ahead and register so in the BTP, so few things we have to discuss. So that is called so BTP account models. Account models here. So BTP account models means, so here when we are working in the BTP, when you are working the BTP, we will always in the account explorer. So we will get the global account. We will get the global account. Global account we will get from the SAP, either trial account or enterprise account. We will get the on global account here from SAP. So under that, so we will get the directories also, directories and sub accounts, sub accounts, sub accounts. So sub accounts here we will get these accounts here. So now let's test check it about the global account here. Okay. So what is mean by global account here? So as a customer in an organization, when you subscribe to the BTP, you will get when you subscribe to the BTP, you will get one global account, one global account. So this global account is related to or realization to your contract which you made with the SAP. Your contract, either consumption based model or CPA model or free trial account, whatever it may be. But based upon the contract, you will get the one global account. It's common. Global account, the customer, every customer, you will receive the one global account here. Depends upon your contract which you made with the SAP, you will get the one global account. So in this global account, we can manage the entities, directories creation, sub account creations, right? Quotas, limitation, users, right? So all those things we can do that one, users creation. I mean to say our business related logic, services, everything. So we can create it we can create it here in the global account here, right? Subdirectories creation, sub accounts creation, but we cannot run our business under the global account. So here we have to create the sub accounts. Under the sub accounts, we have to run our business related services and everything here. So global account is depends upon your contract, you will get the one global account here, right? So as we discussed yesterday, we have the so trial accounts, trial accounts or enterprise accounts. Yeah, enterprise accounts depends upon your agreement. We have the two types of accounts, trial accounts and enterprise accounts here. Enterprise accounts means it kind of consumption based models, means it's a paid one. It's a paid one, depends upon your usage. So we have to use the enterprise account. Enterprise accounts are 24/7 support available by SAP. So if you any issues, then we can contact the SAP by normal level ticket procedure here. So normal incident creation procedure, we can go and we can check with them here. Trial accounts, it's just only trial accounts, only blocks, some it's not available in the support here. Trial accounts means it's free for for usage here. This is called the trial accounts here. So this is when you will get the global account means when you register in the SAP, you will get the one global account here. Under the one global account, you need to create the directories or you need to create the sub accounts here. Under the sub account, we need to run our business services. We need to run our databases. We need to run our applications. Everything we have to do it under the sub accounts only, not the global account. This you will get from the SAP with relation to your contract made with the SAP here, right? The here you should be a global account administrator, or if it is the company administrator will be the global account administrator. He will provide the access to you to access the company global account and everything here, right? So that is the one thing here, right? So then here let's discuss about the sub account here. Let's discuss about the sub account here. So how this account structure will be here? How this account structure will be here? So normally when you subscribe the account, when you take the subscription from the SAP, I need BTP for this one. They will ask you trial account. We can try with our own, but enterprise account we have to contact the SAP, or we can also register the SAP. You will get the enterprise account here. Depends upon their contract. Okay. So once you got the enterprise accounts, then we can start building the sub accounts creations and directories. So what is the relation between global accounts, directories, and sub accounts here, right? So suppose if you see here, when you take the account, you will get the one global account here. You will get the one global account, right? This you will get automatically by from SAP here. Global account you will get from the SAP. This global account you will get from the SAP here. So under that, we need to build our business structure, business use case. I mean to say, in our layman language, in our SAP language, we need to build our landscape, SAP landscape, like how many systems you require, development, quality, production. So like that, so we need to build our landscape here, right? I just suppose like development, quality, so production. So like that, we need to build our landscape here. So this global account, under the global account, you are creating the three sub account, like three system landscape, three sub accounts. Example here. If you have the four system landscape, you can create the four sub accounts. You can create it here. So number of sub accounts we can create it here, right? So this is the sub account structure here. Level 2 here. This is the level 1 which you will get from the SAP. Under this, you need to build your landscape structure. SAP will not help here. You have to, as a consultant, so we have to create the sub accounts here. Under the sub accounts, then there is a multiple business use case. We have to do that one. Like suppose like if we are using the ADS databases, so SAP services, whatever you want, then we can subscribe the services. We can use the business applications here. This is the development. Then once your development is done, then we can move the changes to the quality sub account here. Then from here to here, we can move the production sub account here. So like this, from here also in the cloud level also, we have the transport strategy here. Transport strategy here. Like there is a CTMS concept, cloud transport management system here. In the on-premise, we have the STMS concept here, but here we have the CTMS concept here. SAP transport management system. Normally we will import the transports, right? But in the cloud side also, we have the transport mechanism to move the development objects, development application content from one sub account to another sub account, another sub account, another sub account. We can use the CTMS concept here. We will use it here. So under this is the pure cloud level here. So same as like cloud level, this is in the SAP HEC environment. This is the SAP DMZ centralized zone. This is the SAP DMZ centralized zone here. DMZ centralized zone here. So suppose some customers, suppose like some kind of hybrid customers. Hybrid customers means they have already in the SAP environment in the on-premise systems, SAP environment in the on-premise networks, right? This is the on-premise network here. So they have already in SAP environments. In this case, how they can go, right? Yes, they can also go for the cloud solutions by integrating their on-premise SAP systems into on-premise SAP systems, or if they have already on the other cloud providers, they have already accounts, they are already systems in the AWS or Azure or GCP, they can also go for the cloud-based solutions, this one. So in this case, what they have to do, So suppose if they are in the customer network, they have own customer network, they have already SAP systems are running here. Development SAP system, so quality, so production, they are in the customer network. This is the customer network, this is the SAP network here. This is the SAP network here, right? So here SAP, development SAP here, right? So it's a quality. So it's a production system here. So they have already data here. They don't want to build the SAP systems in the cloud. Cloud means in the it's everything they don't want to go for this cloud, but they have already in the SAP systems already there in the new customers, they can directly go ahead and install the SAP systems here. But they are already in their customer system they already have. So in this case, how they can go with this one? So in this case, what they have to do, they have to install the cloud connectors here. Cloud connectors here. They have to install the cloud connectors on the on-premise machines, on-premise systems, or your customer network. Instead of the better word is in the customer network, they have to install the cloud connectors here. Cloud connectors here. This is the cloud connector, SAP cloud connectors here. So this SAP system, so yeah, this sub accounts. Why? Because here we have the business services, business solutions, application logic, apps, code, everything is available here. So in the sub account level. So here the sub account is required the data from the your SAP systems, right? In this case, sub accounts, it won't directly connect to the SAP system here. Via cloud connector, it will connect to the your backend SAP systems here. Your backend SAP system here. Via cloud connector, it will connect to the your on-premise systems in the customer network systems. It will connect to the systems here. So this is the our landscape diagram. This is the BTP landscape diagram. How the simple architecture will be. If it is this is the customer network. You have already SAP systems. The customer wants to go for the BTP solutions on the BTP side. They want to use some BTP cloud related services here instead of building. So their own one more SAP system, installing the Fiori components. Suppose example, they want to use the apps in the BTP. You can take the sub account. There is a service, build work zone service. You can take the subscription. Then they will provide the same configuration of the Fiori. You can use it here, but it is required some backend ECC systems data, right? So that's why we have the here. So here it will not directly connect to the sub accounts. Will not directly connect to the your SAP systems. It will use the SAP cloud connector. Cloud connector, we have to use it here. So in this case, we need to discuss about the cloud connectors. Here, the cloud connectors will play the important role. Cloud connectors will play the important role to connectivity between your cloud related applications to your on-premise, your customer network related applications here. So where we have to install the cloud connector? So here it is the customer network. In the customer network, we have to install the cloud connectors here. Then this sub account we have to integrate to the cloud connector, and this SAP system we have to integrate the cloud connector. Then communication is possible. Then if any application in the cloud side, it will consume the data from your backend SAP systems. Same as like here also it can consume the data from the backend SAP systems here. This is the simple landscape strategy which we have deployed here. So now we have discussed about the global account now. Global account now. So what is mean by global account here? So global account is there are the two types of global accounts here. Trial accounts and enterprise account. Either any account with is related to your contract with the SAP. So you will get the one global account here. Under the global account, this remaining all the level 2, level 3, level 4 structures, everything you need to define it here. So here no one is going to help you here. Why? Because SAP will provide you the just global account to you. Under that, you need to define your landscape strategy. You need to perform the configurations. You need to subscribe the services. You need to check all those things. We have to do that one. All those things we have to perform here in our systems here, right? So anyhow, we will get the global account here, trial accounts. I will tell you how to get the global accounts also here, right? So this is the global account here. So under the global account, we have the sub accounts here. So what does it mean by sub accounts here? Sub accounts are the next entity in the hierarchy here. After the global account, this is the next entity, lowest entity in the hierarchy here. The sub account level. So here we will be deploying your applications. Here actual business will run. Sub account level, actual business run in our sub accounts level means deploying your applications, databases, interfaces. So in a sub account level, we have the regions concept. So in which country, in which area, so in which data center, so where you want to deploy your business application, it's our choice, right? How much memory you want to give to the, so the sub account, the service, consumption, stack, all those things are available here in the sub accounts only. So sub accounts are our own here, depends upon the, our own means depends upon the in which country, in which data center, in which cloud, so where you want to deploy, all those things are, so we can choose it here while creating the sub accounts here. While creating the sub accounts, we need to choose the all those things in the sub account level here, right? This is our choice here. This is our choice here. So this is the sub accounts here. Under the global account, we will create the sub accounts, or exceptional is called the, so directories also here. What does it mean by directories here? So directories means group of sub accounts, group of related sub accounts. We can, directories are optional here. Directories are optional here. So directories are optional here. Here we will get the directories here. So directories are optional for the sub account here. Why? Because why SAP introduced the directories here? So there, why SAP introduced the directories for group of sub accounts? For group of sub account, we can group all the sub accounts into one directory. In this way, we can simply, so arrange our sub accounts. We can simply identify, okay, this is the finance related sub accounts. This is the HR related sub accounts. This is the manufacturing related sub accounts. Like that, we can simply identify. Okay. So here the sub accounts, so group of sub accounts are called the, under the one directory, we can club the group of sub accounts here, group of sub accounts here. Up to 5 levels directories we can create it here. Up to 5 level directories we can create it here. 5 nested directories we can create it here. Here one directory, here one directory. So then one more sub account under the directory we can create, but only 5 level sub directories we can create it here. 5 level directories we can create it here, but it's a optional one. It's a optional one. It's not so one. So these directories are, they have, so in the global account itself, they have the these are the two things they have released in the global account here, right? So one is the future set A. Without, if you create without, so without future set A and future set B, future set A and future set B. So sub accounts here, future set A and future set B accounts here. So this global account, this sub accounts, this directories concept, they have introduced in the future set B. But these are the optional for the customers. Depends upon the your business use case, you can create the directories here. So if you enable this one, suppose department, suppose example, so why we need directories means they have introduced these directories in the future set B, future set B, they have introduced in this sub accounts here. In the future set A, there is no sub accounts here. But nowadays, all global accounts are future set B, all global accounts like either trial accounts or enterprise accounts are all are the future set B accounts here. There is no future set A accounts here, right? Future set A accounts, future set B global accounts here. So in the future set B accounts, global accounts, you will get the directories concept here. Directories means group of sub accounts. We can create the group of sub accounts. We can create under one directory here, so that we can filter based upon our properties, is for easily navigation purpose, for easily administration purpose. So they have created this directories concept. So if you have requirement, you can create the global account. Otherwise, just we can ignore it here. So how it will be? Suppose one company, suppose example, I will take the one company, they have taken the, suppose like there is a ABC company, they have taken the one, so global account here. ABC company, in the company name, they have taken the one global account here. This is the global account here. Under the global account, normally, as I mentioned, this is the future set B accounts. So in this case, so they have the HR, they have the HR department, right? HR business. Then they have the finance business, right? So they have the IT also available here. IT also available here in their organization here, HR, right? And also finance. So and also they have the IT also available here. So under the company, they have the HR under the global account, HR related services, then finance related services, then IT related services they have created here. So here we have the sub account here. So for HR, we don't require the more sub accounts here, right? Then they have created the one sub account here. They have created the one sub account that is called the, suppose like, so it's a single payroll related sub account they have created here, right? So then in the finance also, finance it's a more critical. That's why they have, in the finance also they have created the, so two more sub accounts they have created under the finance also they have created the two more sub accounts here. So one is the finance development related and finance quality related sub accounts they have created here, right? This is the sub account structure here. This is the directory structure. This is the global account. This is the directories structure here. Okay, so directories structure here, right? So this is the sub account. This is the sub account model here. This is the sub account model here. So here we have the development and suppose like quality or production. If you want to maintain more three you can maintain it here, right? Three you can maintain it here. So this is the two more sub accounts here. So then here for IT also they have, maybe you can create the three sub accounts, you can create it. So for IT also they have the three systems landscape. So they want to integrate to the our on-premise system. So that's why on-premise SAP servers are there. So they have created the, so three sub accounts here. This is the IT environment, right? This is the IT environment here. So there is some refresh related systems are there. So this is the development. This is the quality sub account. Then this is the, so production sub account here. This is the production sub account here. So production sub account here. This is the simple architecture you can see here. Suppose if you create, if you don't have this directory structure concept, what will happen? If you don't have this directory structure concept, so what will happen? So we cannot identify which one is the finance related development account, which one is the, so IT related development sub account here, right? So can we merge both here, one sub account here? We can merge it, but the usage is more, but you cannot identify either which business related, so sub account is consuming the more cost, more pricing here, right? That is we are in the dilemma situation, which that is the reason SAP introduced the directories concept here. The group of sub accounts are called the one directory. You can create it. So why directories are called means we can simply arrange the sub accounts into the one manner, one sequential manner. We can arrange it here. So that is the reason we can create the sub account here. And also for monitoring usage cost at directory level, each department how much amount is consuming here. So here if you create the directories, so we can just use the, using the directories, we will come to know Well, finally, the pricing part come to the usage part. Which department, either HR department or finance department or IT department, which department is consuming the so more usage? Like that, we can define the our strategy here, and also we can also limit the in the directories wise. Okay, we don't this sub account, this development sub accounts are not much important, so we can limit the memory usage. We can limit the service usage, like that we can limit it here. So that's why SAP introduced the so this directories concept for simply arranging order. So this directories concept are available in the future set B accounts, but these are the optional. So nowadays every account you will get the directories concept. So based on that we can create the our sub accounts here, our sub accounts under directories. We can create this all those things here. Okay, got it? Sub accounts means where actual our business run. These are the sub accounts here. These are the sub accounts here. So here we have the two development sub accounts here. Suppose if you don't have the directories concept, what will happen? So here one account, we have two sub accounts and three to two production accounts. Then we were in the confusion status here, right? That's why SAP introduced the sub accounts directories concept here. This is the red box, the red box which I created the sub account directories concept here, right? So this is the way we need to create the accounts here. This is the way we have to create the accounts in our systems here. So how to get the accounts here then? So we discussed about the account models here. So suppose like the future set A, future set B, trial accounts, enterprise accounts. Enterprise accounts or customer accounts, it depends upon the your use case. You will get the all those things here, right? Under the account types are available in the global accounts here. Here the types here account. What is your account type? So what are the services are assigned? All those things we can manage it from the so global account here. Global account here. In the sub account level, here we will get the in which region, in which data center, in how much data, which service we have to assign to the here sub account level. This is our customer interest, customer choice here. This is our customer choice here, right? End-to-end business process, we can run it in the sub accounts only, end-to-end, not the global account. Global account, sub account level, we need to run our business process, infrastructures, runtime. So anything we can run it from here. All those things are available in the here. So here, this is the global account structure here, right? Then here, now let's discuss about the how to create the here global account, free trial global account, how to create it here. So if you log into the this site, I will navigate you here. If you not just log into the this site here, okay? If you log into the this site here, maybe if you want to share your screen, just I can navigate it, how to create it. Okay. So if you log into the this site here, in the right side upper corner, you can see here. So there is a log on button here, user button here, right? So there is a user button here. Just click on the create your SAP account. Create your SAP account here. Here you will get the business email address. Business email address means you can provide the your Gmail address, first name, last name, country, India, company, something like ABC, right? Your phone number is must and should here. Your email ID, phone number. Why? Because you will get the OTP here. Then department, so administration department, right? Relation with the consultant. Then just you can just check box all those things. Just click on the OK button. Then you will get the global account. You will get the one email to the your business email address here, one link. Then if you activate it, then your trial account will be ready here. Your trial account will be ready here. Right? Anyone wants to try? I will navigate it here. So based on that, others also can create the same.
I will try.
Where is the share option?
Okay, you want to share, right? Let me unshare from my side.
You
Let me
can't
give.
share. Start
Now you
share.
can, now you can share it. Now you can share it.
Okay, seeing my screen, right?
Right. Just click on the create button here.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Click on the create your SAP account. Here we will get the PID. So normally we have the types of IDs, right? PID, SID, user ID here. Here we will get the PID here. So based upon the PID, we can use the our BTP accounts. We can use it here. Just to enter the your email address here. That is not optional, so not a problem. But mobile number you can give it. So company also it's mandatory. Make sure this mobile number should not be associated any other SAP accounts. Some people they will when you are in the user ID they will authenticate it, right? So
Relationship with SAP is a consultant.
anything you can select it. It's not mandatory. Just select the consultant. That's it. Yes. Click on the OK button. Oh, here you need to verify the lights, traffic lights.
Bridges.
Yes, that is the one. And yes, I think. Hmm. Oh.
Yeah.
And the second one also, I think that is the bridge.
Yeah.
And that's it, I think. Right. Check your email. You will get the one email to your Gmail. Yeah, check your Gmail. So you will get the one welcome email to your email Gmail ID.
From mobile we can
Yeah. In mobile also you can register it, right? Not a problem. But did you get the email?
yeah.
Yeah. Once you get the email, just now you can open the email here. So you will get the
Yeah, that is authenticated. Thank you.
yes.
Can I refresh here?
Otherwise, what I will do, I will directly share the BTP trial account links. So maybe if you open that
Yeah,
link,
login. It's created successfully.
yeah, but you need to log in, right? So you need to log in now.
Yeah.
Others also can see how the email will be. Anyhow, I will send the one document. Don't worry. So I'm sending so the direct link of so in the chart I'm sending direct link of the here where is chart. Yeah, I can see. So there is a direct link. So if you open that link, direct link with your Gmail ID, the account will be navigated here. That's right. Yeah, here you can use your Gmail ID or PID, whatever the PID you have, just you can use the PID also here.
So just now I created, right? I can use that
Right,
one.
right. So right, so this is the way everybody please create your account here. Okay, this is the procedure you can create the account here. After the account creation, then so we have multiple things here. Just you will get the one OTP for authentication purpose here. Just you check it out. So let me so you can just check it out, enter. Right, you got it right?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So one time authentication only, one time code. You will not get multiple times, just first time. Yeah, just I read in the terms and condition. Just accept. Just read it, accept. Then your BTP cockpit is loading here, right? So this is
Here, yes.
yeah, I will explain it. Yeah, from here onwards, I will explain it. Okay, here, just keep the screen here. Here, BTP first time when you are trying to trial account, it is asking the so which region, in which region we want to deploy your applications here. So we can deploy here. The regions refers to in which data, like in which region, either AWS or Azure, or it's a trial account, right? We will get only it will only support the AWS and Azure providers. These are the infrastructure providers. These are the AWS and Azure are the infrastructure providers. In that AWS also, US East, they are providing the, we can, in their infrastructure, we can deploy the our business sub account here. Coming to the second one, in the Singapore data center for Azure region, Azure infrastructure, we can deploy the our sub account here. Here, the regions, each region represents to one geographical location here. Suppose like Europe, US East, where our applications, data, services, so all those things are located here, the regions here. Okay. So just to select any one of the, select the AWS. Here you will get the full-fledged everything here. Just create the account here. Okay. So that will be created automatically. Okay. So for now, that's fine now. Let me explain more about the, okay. Let me explain more about the, so regions here, regions. Okay. So let me, I'm taking the your control, screen control. Just you can unshare it. Okay. So here the regions. So now we discussed about the regions, right? So whenever you are creating the any account, whenever you are creating the account here, so there is a regions concept in the BTP here. Suppose example, this is the my global account here, right? This is the my global account, enterprise account here, right? So here you see here, so my BTP account is loading here, right? So here there is a the next thing which we should discuss about the regions here, regions. So regions means, so initially when you, this is the BTP cockpit, this is the centralized BTP cockpit here, central point of access to all your sub accounts and everything here. We can do it from the in the BTP cockpit here. So this is the BTP cockpit URL is for the for customer enterprise account. For enterprise account, we have the one account here. For enterprise account, this is the one account here. For trial accounts, as I given previously, this is the account. This is the account for the trial accounts here. This is the account for the trial accounts here. This is for the enterprise account, customer accounts. I mean to say enterprise accounts here. So this is for the trial account. This is for the trial accounts here, right? So same URL. The only thing is the URL will change, but here the home page, the structure, the page is looks like same for every account here, right? So here we have the here you will get the global account here. There are no sub accounts here. So here, as I mentioned here, global account depends upon your contract. You will get the global account. Under the global account, you need to create the sub account here. Depends upon the your development account. Everything we have to create it here. First of all, to use the any application here, to use any application first, we need to deploy the first of all sub account is required here, right? Sub account creation is required here. Sub account creation to use any account here. So here, while creating the sub account here, just see here your sub account here. Just click on the create. You have the directory concept and sub account concept. Just click the sub account. Sub account is the very important here. Why? Because where you run your business here. So what is the sub account name here? What is the sub account name here? Suppose like dev01, development 1. So in which region you are going to deploy the sub account here? In which region you are going to deploy your sub account? Either region. So let's discuss about some more things about the regions here. Region. So regions means it's specific to the your
The
geographic.
screen is not shared.
No, I'm sharing my screen.
Okay, okay.
Are you?
Yeah.
You can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So regions means here in this region we will deploy our applications in this in the different applications. The different applications we can different applications, services, data, everything we can run on the regions here. Regions are very important here. In which region you are going to deploy your application business here? Suppose when you are building the data center, first of all we will check the in which data center, either US data center or UK data center, or so in a Asia data center, in which data center you are going to build you are going to store your data, right? So that is the it will represent the regions here. Here regions are provided by the SAP here. There are the multiple regions are provided by the our SAP. Here the infrastructure providers. Normally we know, right? Infrastructure providers means IaaS. Infrastructure providers means either AWS, Azure. They are the infrastructure provider here. AWS, Azure, and GCP, Google Cloud, right? And Alibaba Cloud. So Alibaba Cloud, then some third-party region providers, they will operate the infrastructure layer here, infrastructure layer of the regions here. Each region, there the infrastructures are available here, right? So in their infrastructure, we are going to build our applications. We are going to store our data here. So here, whereas SAP operate the platform layer, SAP will operate the business data operations and everything, but definitely the infrastructure is required, right? The infrastructure operates the related cloud providers here in the different regions. Different infrastructure providers are there here. So a region is chosen sub account level. Each sub account level you select exactly one region, only one region that is possible in the systems here. So regions are specific to the your geographical location, right? So which is near to your data center, you can select the your regions here, right? So in the AWS region, or you will get these many things are providing to the so these many cities are Singapore cities, Japan, so Europe, Canada, Brazil, Australia. In the AWS data centers are located here in this region. In any region, you can just create the sub account. Any region you can create the sub account here. Then here subdomain is very important here. Subdomain is will be used for the business level, business URLs, applications. All those things will be used by the applications here. So when you are choosing the subdomain, carefully you need to give the subdomain here. Why? Because once you create the subdomain, later we cannot change the subdomain here. Again, we need to delete the sub account. If you are deleting the sub account means all the data means you are uninstalling the system here. Deleting the system means you are uninstalling the your development or quality system here, or deleting the client here. That is the main thing here. So subdomain means it's a very important. Why? Because whatever the naming convention you are creating, that will be the URL accessing point here. Suppose like, so if you create the here development, suppose like Fiori development once, so then that is the part of the URL here. That is the part of the URL here. In the URL part, that will come here. Fiori development one, something like that you will get here, right? That will part of the URL here. So this is the URL you are sharing to the customers here. So while creating here carefully, and what is the customer interested, like customer preferred naming convention for the URL accessing part. So you have to give like this here. Otherwise, what will happen? So it will give me different URL. Then it's not in the good naming convention, different naming convention here. Here, see this subdomain they have already created here. What I will do? Some different naming conventions I am using here, right? See here, I'm just creating the my sub account here. In the AWS provider, in the AWS infrastructure, the region US East, I am creating the my business data, everything here. I'm creating the my sub account here. This is the way we have to create the my sub account here. Once you create the sub account, so nothing, we cannot change the anything here. Just naming convention, we can change it, but we cannot change the subdomain. Subdomain is the very important here. Subdomain is the very important. So we have to use the subdomain here. So subdomain is the very important when you are creating the sub account here. When you are creating the sub account, subdomain is the very important here. So make sure when you are creating the account, so you are creating the account here. So regions are very important. So depends upon suppose you want to integrate your on-premise systems into the your cloud side, then check the in on-premise systems near to which region here. So based on that you need to choose the your sub account region here. Otherwise, what will happen? The latency, the bandwidth issues you may face it here. So based upon the your on-premise, your customer network in which region customer network is hosted. Based on that, your sub account, you need to deploy your sub account on in that region. In that region, you need to deploy it here, right? So here regions are very important. Subdomain is very important here. Why? Because under the region, so under the regions here, suppose like this is the region, right? In each region, this is the region. In each region, we have the in each region we have the applications, list of applications and a list of services, and also you are storing the data, and all those things are you are storing here under the infrastructure. Here there is a infrastructure here. In the each region we have the infrastructures are available here. IaaS infrastructure as a service here. Infrastructure, I mean to say infrastructure here. In the on top of infrastructure, so we have the environments. Again, environments are there here. Environments are the playgrounds where we will play the games under the environments, right? Playgrounds, I mean to say playgrounds here. Under this infrastructure, we have the environments here. Under the environments, all this will comes into the picture here. All this will come into the picture here, right? So each region, each geographical region, we have the who will represent this geographical each region. Related cloud providers, they will provide you the infrastructures, right? Infrastructures. In this infrastructure, you are going to build your applications, you are going to run your applications, you are going to store your data on this infrastructure only. Infrastructure means hardware they are providing to us. So here we are going to deploy our application. This is your choice. In which region, which one, in which region, and also in which region, which infrastructure providers here. That is your wish. So SAP, GCP, AWS, Azure, we have these are the infrastructure providers. In the infrastructure providers also, in which regions you are going to create business data here. So here you have to carefully plan your accounts. So if you don't plan it carefully, you may face some latency issues. Application will be slow. You are in the US, but you are in the Singapore region. You have the data center. So, but there is a delay while accessing the data from here. There is a latency issues. So that's why. So carefully we have to plan our account structure here. This is the first point you should remember here. Okay. So what you have to do for today, you need to register your sub accounts and be ready with your sub account. Try to create the one sub account. Okay. Try to create the sub account. Then later, once the sub account creation is done, then let's see the remaining one. Okay. Any questions from anyone?